pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. Set to return it, here's Turner.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert now. Firing quickly, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw here, Herbert. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're getting...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. RG3 keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Saints have taken the early lead. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Keenan Allen, 41 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
I love your pops. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On 4th down, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. John Randall, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run with LT. And a short gain down to about the 33.
On the carry.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
60 Eagle. Double time.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Here it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 18 Cardinal. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gates, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Saints 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Set to return it. Here's Turner. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that.
They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the shotgun, Griffin eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 31's the mic.
Herbert off of play action. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. able to knock that one away.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Four down. 31's the mic.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Ready, go.
They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 50-yard line.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Hey, check it.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gates. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Saints 14. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking.
He's got daylight.
All day, baby.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Turner. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. This is Tomlinson. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tomlinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to number 89. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They go again to Tomlinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
This is Neal. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And got his man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 51 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
2nd and 12.
Right there in the middle, 55.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, 4th for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now RG3, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to...
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation, because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Turner.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run the counter. Turner. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Nike 18. Mustang 19. 33. Check back 33. 64.
He's back to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Quick hitter here, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Go! 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Working with a 2nd and 4. Herbert now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line. Today's final score.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans.